Sinatol much, here comes the back. And the bash plus the kill tap has landed. Boy, and the Talon Swain gonna go in for the kill, and that is gonna be Demigod.
So Teleport also comes in as well. Nocturne with the paranoia. They got in like to secure the air. Okay, there's a flash in. And Pickups, habol dito.
Wow, damage.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Garena LOL Collegiate League 2017 Summer Term powered by Lenovo Challenge. What do you know? Of course, we are currently watching, or you guys are tuned in to, of course, what is currently happening as the South Conference semifinals between UPLB as well as Bicol University. And we just got off Game 1 going to UPLB in quite the convincing manner. And I wouldn't even say it was close. It was quite the build-up that led to a convincing victory.
Yeah, this might be potentially the final game for both teams. Really, let's see. Will you be able to mount a comeback?
We'll just have to see, man. But looks like we'll be heading into the pick and ban phase. Of course, Bicol University going to be taking the blue side now. Of course, no surprises right there. Going to be banning out the Sinzao from Slime right off the bat, as Rakan going to be taken away from SXL. Meanwhile, the Orn as well from Deiru. Going to remove a lot of that initiation potential. So we'll just have to see.
Yeah, already adjustment being made by BU. They really don't want to deal with these picks coming from UPLB, so they just simply ban it out.
And oh man, Jarvan the fourth gonna be taken. And okay, so quick rack up on the bounce right then and there. Jana gonna be taken away from Bicol University as well, not wanting to give that potential first pick.
Yeah, what will Squid Goals be locking in for Bicol University? Let's see what their priorities are. There are still a lot of power picks possibly to... Yeah, they can still quite a bit. Cho'Gath?
Cho'Gath as a first pick. Actually kind of surprised that would potentially go as a first pick. I'm not really sure it's something that UPLB will be contesting either. I mean, like, or not contesting, but will be taking for themselves, in which case as a priority pick.
Yeah, and will this be locked in? They're taking their time, really trying to decide on whether or not this will go through.
We'll just have to see. Still waiting. Still a bit of a hover over right there by Bicol University. And of course,
it is locked
looks like that will be a lock-in indeed. Meanwhile, for UPLB, the Maokai as well as the Sejuani walang paligoy-ligoy going to be locking it in for themselves.
Yes.
I mean, it's pretty much in place already, so...
Straight into business for UPLB, and looking at the Cho'Gath locked in, we all know Cho'Gath has that feast. Very surprising amount of damage coming from an incredibly tanky champion, but Cho'Gath needs time to get to that stage during the early laning phase. He's a very easy champion to punish. Yeah,
that's going to be really tricky for Squid Ghost right there, but interesting enough, as far as your second rotation of picks right there, the Rengar as well as the Leona going to be taken for both Blur and SXL respectively, and UPLB going to cap off the first rotation of picks with Illusion. Meanwhile, second rotation of bans, we have the Nami and Azir banned out from both Dash and Eminem respectively, as well as the Syndra and Varus.
Yeah, Blur really loves these stealth champions, really living up to his namesake right there. Another camouflage champion. Will he have a different performance though on this Rengar? During that previous game, we didn't really see the Evelyn go off. He did get some good assassinations, but unfortunately being behind in the early game wasn't that effective as a jungler. I wonder, will this Rengar be possibly the turning point for Bicol University and tie this series up, I should say.
Right. Well, just I mean, at this point, Bicol University, they don't have any room for mistake. UPLB a little bit more just because they do have that one up, but looks like Bicol University going to be going for this Ari for Rain as well as the Saya for SXL. And wow! Whoa, is that...
Do it. Lock it in. Do it, Eminem.
Come on. That would be a pretty interesting pick though if they indeed go for this Katarina. No, looks like it will be switched to a Zillion.
Yeah, Katarina would have been a very ballsy pick there if he did go for it, because there's a lot of CC to cancel her ultimate from the side of Bicol University, and the Cho'Gath silence lasts for so incredibly long. I don't think Katarina would have been the optimal choice, so he goes for the safer pick, goes for the Zillion into the Ari. Zillion. We don't see Zillion very often in competitive League of Legends. Kind of a pocket pick for majority of mid laners. He does have wave clear. He has that very effective slow or speed up for his teammate. Very versatile champion, I should say. And of course, what Zillion's picked for his ultimate. He can revive his allies if they do go down. And I think that denies a lot of the all-in potential from BU because as we see from Bicol University, they've drafted a very pick-heavy comp. Tons of damage coming from their lineup. But the Zillion can just deny all that because if BU pile all of that onto the member and Zillion resurrects him, there's so many cooldown burns and that really just shuts down the comp of BU. I like the Zillion pick.
Yeah, I mean, as far as Zillion, like one of the players that really strikes me as a efficient Zillion player, this was way back though, when Mineski first put Exosen on the mid row. So yeah, that's pretty way back. But not, if we're going to talk about more recent though, you have to remember Eiko from Asian Arena. I believe, I'm not sure if he brought it out in the PGS, but I do know that he is one of those players that likes to play mid Zillion.
Or if you want to go international, you could say Bjergsen. Always know his pocket, one of his pocket picks is that Zillion. He wants to pick that. But with that being said, we will be heading onto the Rift for possibly final match of the day between Bicol University on the blue side versus UPLB on the red side.
Whoa!
Level 1!
With level 1 fight happening right off the bat. Bicol University want to slowly back away, but looks like SXL will be the first casualty, first blood going to UPLB.
Oh my god, CC!
Two members of Bicol University rather going down. SXL is down as well, and man, oh man, what? They were just getting into this.
So much CC coming from UPLB, and there was just no escape for BU.
And two casualties right there. That's gonna be quite the interesting start. Although
just ran at each other from base.
Exactly.
But really, would you want to run level 1 into a Braum Sejuani combo?
Oh gosh.
There's so much lockdown, and I don't think BU wanted that start at all. Let's go over the replay of that. They just went at it, no hesitation. SXL instantly flashes in, but he didn't see everyone come out. And just look at the chain CC, Braum, Sejuani, level 1. There's just no moving from that.
Was not expecting that the rest of UPLB was in that brush, and it was just a full lockdown at the point. And it's interesting to note that it's actually double kill for Eminem right there. So definitely going to have a better time against Kane here, in which case having that upper leg.
Yeah, Zillion's going to have an incredibly easy time in the mid lane. With that bonus mana, he'll be able to sustain longer. And with a flash burn as well onto Squid Goals, that's just inviting the Sejuani, go up top lane, please. Flash down, target on my back, just gank me, bro.
Exactly. Overall, let's go ahead and see. I mean, for Bicol University, the good thing is that as far as that first level 1 fight that transpired between both sides, the positive is at least that it didn't necessarily hinder Bicol University from getting back into lane in time because it happened before we hit that first minute mark. So, yeah, I mean, I'll bait that advantage for Eminem here. I think Bicol University can proceed as normal.
They are getting out-traded quite heavily because of the early win in the team fight. Man, UPLB.
I know, that was crazy. I was not expecting that level 1 fight right there. Meanwhile, take note, Slyness lingering around mid lane, might want to try something on Kane. Not sure.
Gets spotted.
Yeah, gets spotted out.
Out the bush.
Accidentally walks a little bit out there into the lane, and whoopsie. Oh well. Meanwhile, towards this top side though, I mean, a Maokai and a Cho'Gath. It's pretty much, I don't think we'll be seeing that much action, to be honest.
Yeah, until both of these champions hit level 6, I don't think Squid Goals has any real kill pressure onto the Maokai, being that they're both incredibly tanky. And looking at Blur, he's hovering on Bollywood. Oh, there's a
wow, charm landing onto Eminem right there. Rain gonna go for the flash, but looks like Eminem will manage to flash out to safety.
Oh, no flash.
Looks like Squid Gold still gonna get bumped in by Slime right there. No flash indeed for Squid Gold. Tries to walk his way out, but just prolongs the inevitable. Slime gets the kill.
Yeah, great executed gank there. Understanding no flash. Ooh, we'll be able to pick up the kill.
Oh, Eminem has to be careful. Oh, that is mission accomplished for him right there.
Yeah, and that's just the lead that Eminem has at this point.
What is going on? 0-4, 4 minutes into the game. I don't know, UPLB definitely looking good in which case. But from what I'm seeing here, I mean, across the board, things are looking pretty positive for our peeps from Los Baños. Meanwhile, for Bicol University, though, I think at least that one positive that we can derive from this is that discrepancy not really super behind. If anything, I like the fact that he... Oh, no! Squid Goals will get cut out once again, gets knocked out along with the stun coming in from Slime. Slowly chasing him down, and Slime gets the kill.
Yeah, and like I said, Arctic, pick and ban, Cho'Gath, he needs time to get to that point where he can just one-shot people, but during the early laning phase, he's very punishable.
Indeed. For some reason, these past few games that we had here in the semifinal South Conference, these top laners have not been having a good time. At least the one that's on the losing end. And if this continues for Squid Goals, man.
We might see that trend continue for BU.
It's trending right.
Questions are being asked. I mean, how will they come back? What can you do?
Exactly.
You need to come online. Blur, once he hits level 6, needs to absolutely pop someone, or else the window of opportunity for BU will just fade away.
Yeah, and it's already slowly fading away right now. Meanwhile, looks like Benson Dash definitely holding their own. If you could look at the CS difference, 24 to 39, that's pretty substantial, man.
Yeah, I think that level 1 really messed up the start for BU, given that they did give up 2 kills, and it just... Oh, Blur!
Blur jumps right there onto Benz. Benz does get the root, though. Forced to flash away to make sure that he doesn't take a bit more damage. That is going to be the heal. Being popped up. Discrepancy manages to secure the kill right there. And that will be 1 kill.
Yeah,
inside Bicol University.
Dash had exhaust. I wonder would using the exhaust have saved this 80 carry's life right there, but nonetheless, a kill picked up for Bicol University, clawing their way back.
It is interesting to note that if we're going to talk about trends, if there's another constant that did happen earlier, it's
the winning team's bot lane.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. That was what I was about to bring up. The winning team's bot lane somehow suffers a casualty within the earlier minutes while everybody else is just kind of doing a-okay, especially for Dayru right here.
Yeah, but saying that, Arctic, it means will this go the 2-0 like what we've seen today? If this game goes that trend, you're saying UPLB would come out on top.
Maybe, just maybe. We'll just have to see. I mean, who would have known? Summoner Swift may pa-trending din na nangyayari.
Okay. Okay, so looking at the game as it stands, BU, they're still fairly behind, just a bit of 1k gold, and pressure is on them at the moment. UPLB is forcing them to react to all these aggressive pushes that they are making.
Ooh, yeah, Scrubs are going to try to deal with it. Ben's trying to get a little bit of hits there. A little bit of a root onto Dash. He's going to go for trades in the midst of farming out. I like that. It's interesting, though. Discrepancy going for the call. So...
And the Cloak of Agility.
Yeah, I mean...
Really praying to RNG, so it's gonna please give me more crits. Please give me more crits.
Give me more crits. Give me enough time to make sure that I could get all the stacks off my call to get that bonus gold. Let me live long enough, but so far I think it might be a possibility. It could be a silver lining for Bicol University right there. Because, I mean, for Squid Goals, it's just going to be so tricky for him at this point. Unless maybe Blur focuses top. But, I mean, it's pretty tricky to take down a Maokai, especially with that passive, which grants him heals in the midst of everything. So, we'll have to see, man.
Yeah, I think Blur, once he is level 6 already, and he needs to start looking for these guys. On Rengar, your first level 6 gank is very, very critical if it's gonna decide whether or not you snowball for the rest of the game, because you're gonna not have your ult for the next minute or so. It really removes a lot of pressure from UPLB knowing that the Rengar ult is down. So Blur, he has to look for his snowball now. Blue buff gonna get handed over.
I was kind of worried there. I thought that, ooh, is it gonna go to Blur? Okay.
That would have been disastrous.
Indeed. I mean, it would have just gone, I mean, just the bucket list of things that are going wrong for Bicol University right now. But they do have that silver lining, like I mentioned in this spot, as well as Blur, depending on how he makes the most of his ultimate now that he is level 6. And I think there's just so much pressure for that Rengar at this point, because this is the key for Bicol University to salvage that messy early game and just try to get back onto equal terrain with University of the Philippines Las Bañas. Because if not, then I wouldn't want to see this trend into yet another, basically the same storyline from what we saw earlier.
Yeah, things have kind of slowed down though here for both teams. They kind of went into farming mode, like, oh, let's stop fighting for a bit, like, peace treaty, please.
Exactly.
Stop the violence and just get as many gold as we can. But Moby Boots on the Leonis fight.
It's gonna be the full lock in Blur. manages to clear out that CC, but still being pursued by Slime. Actually gets rooted by Dare. Blur tries to go in, tries to jump his way onto Eminem, but down he's gonna be going. Tick, tick, tock. Meanwhile, towards the bot side, Benz actually gets taken down once again by Discrepancy, now sitting at a 2-0. Again, silver lining for BU.
And another time, another 2v2 in the bot lane where Dash did not burn his exhaust.
Man, oh man, top 10 anime betrayals right there.
Yeah, maybe he's trolling Benz.
Maybe. Or just a little bit slower on the summoners, but still, I mean, doesn't necessarily deter from the rest.
Okay, let's look at the replay of the bot lane fight. I do believe it is a Zenith Blade catching onto Benz that started this whole thing. Oh, he burned the dash. That allows XXL to go for so much burst coming from Leona.
Oh man, that was absolutely insane. No chance. Okay, not the summoners, but just no chance really from breaking out of that. It was just CC after CC. Complete lockdown.
On Lucian, you want to hold off on your dash so that you have that extra layer of safety versus Leona. But unfortunately, he makes the error of burning it. It allows SXL this window where he can engage. And the burst coming from Leona's passive. And the crits as well, coming from that Cloak of Agility. Well, just absolutely pops Benz. No reaction. I mean, really, no reaction.
Maybe there's like subliminal messaging by having a support that's name is Dash. Like, just keep on using the dash, keep on using the dash, keep on using the dash.
Okay.
Anyway.
Every day we stay further.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, 2 and 6 right now for both sides. I mean, it's not really much of a lost cause for Bicol University because it's still very much equal. I mean, we've already hit past the 10-minute mark and we're still sitting at that 1,000 of a difference. That's definitely something that Bicol University could work in. I think that the reason that we are seeing somewhat of equal terrain still is because of this bot lane.
This is going to be a fight though, Arctic.
Oh, root there onto Benz right there. Constantly gets locked down, but looks like Slime going to be joining the fray. Benz is able to escape to the backline to safety. Meanwhile, they are able to take down SXL. Discrepancy won't be able to make the escape under turret though. Meanwhile, Eminem going to continuously get pursued by Rain right there, but Eminem manages to escape to safety.
A great flash there coming from Eminem, saves his life. And that's just the strength of Zillion Ultimate. It makes your enemies hesitate to kill you.
Meanwhile, Slime will manage to catch up Blur here. That's going to be the collapse onto this Rengar. We're going to try to run it now. Goes for the back line, but actually Benz manages to respond in the nick of time to get some damage and save a support. Oh, meanwhile here towards the bottom side, Daru gonna try to walk out those turret hits, managed to survive. One more hit and that would have been disastrous.
Yeah, he almost went down, but this is Maokai Arctic. He's one of the tankiest champions in the game, so I don't think he'll fear just diving the Cho'Gath, knowing that the Cho'Gath doesn't have his ultimate.
Right.
Generally, laning phase, Cho'Gath would burn his feast on cooldown to get those HP stacks faster and faster, try to grow in size as fast as he could. So no fear there coming from Daru.
Yeah, and I think at this point that's what Squid Wolves wants to do. He doesn't want to force out those 1v1s to try to bait Daru into an eventual feast just because of where he's at right now, 79 to 94 in CS, not to mention 0-2 versus a 0-0-5 Maokai. I mean, he just needs to make up the most of it until such time that he's able to attain relevance later on during fights.
And I'd like to point out here actually why the gold is staying fairly even though Eminem is up for kills. There's a 30 CS discrepancy when comparing it to the Ahri.
Right. And overall, I think this just allows Bicol University to maintain that footing, to ensure that all hope isn't lost. I mean, clearly there is that silver line. They just need to wait for that right opportunity. And I think it is eventually going to translate through Blur, through his rotations, as well as through Discrepancy, who has been managing to hold his ground, who has been able to establish his dominance over Benz, even with Benz kind of equal in terms of the kills. I mean, in deaths. 2 of those deaths did come from Discrepancy, just in those plain 2v2s.
Yeah, and looking at the item builds here for every player, we're nearing the 14 minute. Already some core items being completed by UPLB, but whoa, Eminem, he gets charmed.
Eminem, quite a bit of damage right there. Going to continuously get pursued by Kane there, unfortunately. Kane just one more rush in. Charm comes in. Ultimate managing to buy some time for Eminem. Will anybody able to respond? Looks like Eminem still off of safety and will actually manage to survive, but no, Blur managed to get the jump in, but still here comes the rest of UPLB. Gordos wants line on Kane's case. Meanwhile, Blur manages to jump in, and that will be Bicol University slowly, surely establishing their dominance right there. A 1-for-2 thus far. They might make it a 1-for-3 as they continue to chase out Ben's here. Ben's gonna get the dash out of there, and that will, I guess, end in the 1-for-2.
Oh, smart of Ben's to flash over the wall away from the Rengar, because if he stayed the same path he was going, Blur would have been able to catch up, and BU, they win a skirmish in the jungle. This is what you want to see. The gold is now even.
Even indeed. If anything, this is the first time that we're seeing Bicol University actually up in terms of the goal game for this game. And not just that, they also get a dragon out of that. So, well played indeed, Bicol University. There is hope yet to equal this 1-1.
Yeah, will this go the full 3 games? I wonder. But there, you have to be careful sticking around. Feast will be up fairly shortly.
Just a little bit. I love the fact, though, if you're going to look at discrepancy, now sitting at a 4-0, not to mention, if I'm not mistaken, already managing to get full stacks of the call out of there.
It was the cloak of agility, man. Like, he
Never
prayed
doubt
for the
it.
crits, and the crits came to him in his time of need.
That's faith right there. Pray and pray, and looks like the gods have answered him. And it's translated 4-0 for Desaya. Definitely a great KDA that he's sitting on right now. A little bit of stun there on to Kane. Looks like he's going to get collapsed on by 3 members of UPLB. Tries to dash his way out of there. Looks like Will manages his way to safety. And that is Ari. Survives another day.
Yeah, very slippery champion if she does have her ultimate and not enough CC there to actually lock her down. Very well played by Rain of Blur. Will he look for something?
No, though.
He gets found.
Like will manage to catch up Blur there. Gets the stun. Here comes the rest of UPLB. Gonna collapse on this Rengar. And lockdown is real slide. Gets the kill. Meanwhile, SXL is gonna go in. Gets the stun. They don't want to pursue that Leona though. It's a little bit on the tankier side. Meanwhile, towards the spot lane. Discrepancy gonna juke it out here with Ben.
Go.
Discrepancy pushing it out there. Ben's taking quite a bit of damage. It's gonna get rooted and is sliced down by that Saya.
And that's the crits.
That's
Lucian doesn't have crit.
Meanwhile, teleport coming in for Squid goes to salvage this turret. Knock up on to Dash right then and there. But man, I mean, discrepancy just on fire. Trying to be that beacon of hope. Oh, teleport coming in from Taylor right there to make sure that he salvages that turret in time. Squid goes. Is he going to chase? But no, going to hold off there for just a bit. But yeah, I mean, I got to give it to discrepancy.
Yeah,
he's that hope that Bicol University needs to try to keep that dream alive of heading to the finals.
Yeah, it's definitely the bright spot for Bicol University at this stage in the game. They need to start playing around this Fed Saya because at some point in this game, the Maokai and Sejuani will get extremely tanky and Zaya will have a very difficult time of shredding through those tanks. Whoa, there's an all-in!
Rain gonna go in onto the Eminem. Eminem does manage to survive. The meanwhile, Slime gonna chase down Blur. Gets the screw on him. Looks like we'll back away. That's gonna be the route on to Kane right there. Kane continuously getting pursued. That's gonna be CC from SXL. UPLB will back away though.
Yeah, they don't want to pursue that dive under tower. They don't have enough vision from the members of BU to go for an aggressive play. But with that being said, so many summoners being burned by BU just to survive and engage from UPLB.
6 and 7 right now. Still though, scoreboard is very equal regardless of the kill deficiency. We haven't seen a single turret taken though. That's pretty interesting. We're already heading into 20 minutes of this game. Most of what we've been seeing is action through the kills. And that one dragon Bicol University was able to get after a successful fight that went in their favor.
Yeah, as we transition into the mid game here, both teams are still fairly equal in footing, but the gold distribution is very different. From UPLB, we have a Fed Zillion, a Fed Sejuani, whereas from BU, they have that Fed AD carry, and let's see which team decides to play around their lead better, because that's just going to be the key turning point in this game.
I think it's so tricky for Bicol University because at least for UPLB, they have a little bit more options to work with. Eminem almost Will manage to survive.
was very close to being a huge disaster for Eminem. Unfortunately, even through the fog of war, Rain wasn't able to land the charm.
Well, looks like UPLB gonna start cleaning out this wave. Gonna want to try to push out this mid lane. This turret is substantially low. They're gonna go straight in on to Kane. Meanwhile, Eminem trying to secure that kill, and boom, Time Bomb ticks down and secures the kill. Meanwhile, Discrepancy gonna get stunned in midair and manages to get taken down by Benz. Meanwhile, that will force Blur and SXL to try to go on the defense. Looks like they will be going for the recall for the meantime. Man, finally, vengeance has been sought for Benz right there.
Yeah, key kills there, landing onto the primary carries of Bicol University. For the next 20 seconds or so, the map is UPLB's.
Looks like they can easily go for this turret. All 5 members are down there. Looks like Slime gonna make a recall right now just so that he could start to get some extra footing elsewhere on this map. And that will be an easy turret for UPLB just right there. 2 minutes earlier, I was saying that there wasn't a single turret taken, and just right after that, 2 turrets on the pocket of UPLB.
Yeah, it looks like UPLB, they're gonna turn up the tempo now. They're comfortable enough to go for these engages because their carries, their tanks have these items where they can go for these aggressive flash engages, and they want to catch BU while their members haven't scaled.
Good guy SXL holding out the way for Discrepancy right there, but still, this is so tricky for Bicol University. I like that they're starting to establish a little vision towards this Baron side. It's definitely something that they don't want to give up under any circumstances to UPLB. As they start to build up, take note, we have seen the gold sway towards UPLB's favor again, currently sitting at 2,500 of a difference between both sides. And take note that if you're going to look at itemization, definitely looking good for Eminem as well as Slime here. I like that Slime actually going for the early Warmogs. That's going to make for a very healthy, very tanky Sejuani.
Yeah, once you pick up Warmogs on Sejuani, it's like you don't even have to go back to base. Once you hit the Warmogs passive, you're just going to regen so quickly where after a team fight, just walk out of the fight, wait 5 seconds, you're back full HP, let's go at it again.
And that's what I like about comboing Sejuani, not just Sejuani, but any jungler in general that goes for the Cinder Hulk with the Warmog, because of that percentage of bonus health that you get from the jungler item. Makes it so much easier to achieve that passive for Warmog. SXL, that was almost good timing.
Yeah, but with that being said, Solar Flare is down for the next 1.5 minutes. That is one engage option gone for BU and UPLB.
They're going to have to try to hold their ground, in which case...
Yeah, UPLB could just push forward here with no fear of an engagement. What charm? Will not get followed up on.
A little bit of damage there onto Benz, but looks like UPLB going to continue on the offensive. Wave is going to start to push in on this mid lane. All 5 members are shoving in.
Yeah, I don't think BU can defend here. Will they pull the trigger?
It's just going to be a fight, though. That is the question.
Yeah.
That's a tricky part right there. As far as engage items, they missed out on it because of XXL. Again, cause and effect in the long term. Really starting to hurt BU. That could have been a lockdown.
Oh, I hear Rengar ultimate.
Ooh.
Looking for something.
He's gonna go for it though.
Do it.
Oh, Blur wants to be careful. All members of UPLB are grouped up.
That's a suicide mission for the Rengar if he chooses to hop in.
Looks like
here we go.
That will be the Glacial Prison connecting heavily onto SXL. That's going to be a lot of knockouts onto the members of
Look at this
Discrepancy. Take no. Blur goes into the fight, but Slime will manage to survive. Discrepancy hitting from the back line. But is going to get converged on. Deru and Benz are on their case. Squidles continues to chase out the AD carry, but Benz just wants to get onto the AD carry of BU. Only Rain manages to escape, and that will end in a 4-for-1 in favor of UPLB.
Yeah, and with the regen coming from the Warmog's armor, I think they're gonna be able to take down this Baron, and that Zillion ultimate put so much time for UPLB to kite around that team fight. And the members are just so much more tankier than BU. UPLB outlasts BU.
That was just so tricky, even for Blur. If you notice, he was in that fight, but he couldn't get to the key targets that he needed because of that threat coming in from Endo. Let's go and check out this replay.
Now let's try to break it down here. It's actually UPLB that pulls the trigger. We will not wait around for Blur to start the fight. And with Solar Flare not being able to land on key targets, it's just allows the members of UPLB to constantly free it onto the front lane. They're able to take down the Rengar fairly early, and the Zillion ultimate, it buys so much time here and just allows Benz to clean up the rest of this team fight.
I think it's interesting because if you notice, Blur targets the Sejuani, in which case, good timing there, coming in from Eminem to get the ult up on. And by Blur focusing on the Sejuani, you know, you ultimately lose out on other targets that you could have gone for. If anything, it was a wasted opportunity, but at the same time, excellent timing of ultimate from Eminem as well by getting that fate.
And Zillion is one of the largest counters to Rengar, I should say, because Rengar can only burst down one target, and Zillion effectively shuts that down. So it's a matter of whether or not Eminem can actually ult someone.
Well, let's go ahead and see. Baron is looking good here for UPLB. Almost everyone across the board has it. That does grant them a little bit more maneuverability, a little bit more control. I like Pico University here, though. They're starting to establish defensive vision just so that they could minimize and try to defend as hard as they can in the midst of this Baron buff, dictating the offense that UPLB can go for to try to establish control on this map.
Yeah, you can't count out BU at this stage until their Nexus falls. They are still in it, but right now UPLB is in such a controlling position, but will they catch out more?
Ultimate, almost a lock-in right there. That will be the ultimate coming in from Leona, not connecting onto either member. Take note, 4 members of UPLB are pushing out towards this top side. That turret is almost down. Oh, I hear the ultimate coming in from Blair, though. Will we be seeing a fight?
Yeah, I don't think it's wise to stick around there. They have a lot of engage coming from the side of UPLB. I think BU will just be forced to give this tower up.
Indeed, Baron Empowered Wave. This will grant another turret into the belt of UPLB. All outer turrets are down for Pico University, and they could go for an inner turret. Things are looking good for UPLB thus far. They do have that lead. They do have that opportunity to topple down turrets by taking advantage of the opportunities that they do. That will be blue secured by Rain, though. Thanks for the leash, man.
Yeah, this is a very standard split push setup by UPLB. They're sending 4 members top lane, and even though Squid Goals does have TP, there's a Maokai to cancel it if they go for the fight. And without Cho'Gath acting as the main frontline for BU, it doesn't give Discrepancy that wall he can hide behind and shred the members of UPLB.
And this is tricky at this point for Pico University. They need to try to last it out. They want to try to hold on. Meanwhile, it looks like they are going to start to clear out any vision that UPLB has established. They don't want to give full control to UPLB as far as control on this map. Well, Discrepancy will get the root on to Dash right there, but still that is going to be Deja coming in from the backline. Will force Pico University to retreat under their turret as the rest of the
trouble.
This is going to be a fight though. Looks like Blur might try for something here though. Slide goes for the Glacial Prison, does connect onto Rain. Rain forces the back away to Squindles, gets decimated. Ben's now on a rampage. They're actually managing to survive through the Brilliant ultimate double kill for Benz. That is going to be Vengeance. 2 members of Beagle University are down. UPLB, could they go for the finish? Let's go ahead and see. That's going to be the inhibitor turret. That will be the inhibitor as well. Are they going to try to go for the Nexus?
This might be it. Everyone is still alive for UPLB, but no, they will
go for
rotate towards the bot lane, going for the safe per play, not wanting to risk a team fight.
Yeah, it looks like the rest of UPLB, if you notice, still a lot of healthy members right there. Meaning that they have a lot of fight in them. Still could go for another fight if they wish. Let's go ahead and see though. UPLB going to make good work of this inner bot turret, and down it goes. Looks like they won't go for further pursuit though. Not going to overextend their boundaries. Baron is down for them, so going to take it easy for now.
Yeah, it's incredibly hard to kill anyone actually from UPLB. There's just so many tank stats from them. Even the Lucian build is fairly tanky, having Black Cleaver, all that bonus health, and Ninja Tabi as well. Blur, he just has he has very limited options as far as who the Rengar can assassinate.
Monster Drake gonna go to UPLB, will grant them a little bit more of the shove potential when they start sieging more turrets from the side of Pico University. Looks like Pico University was able to get a turret towards top though, thanks to Discrepancy. But man, oh man, this is just so tricky for Pico University at this point, because even with the lead that Discrepancy has, I mean, just not enough.
Yeah, I think Top Tower was a consolation prize, I should say, but because UPLB, they took so much from BU during that previous skirmish. and UPLB, they're just going to reset here, get all of their core items, and just set up for what could possibly be the final push of the game.
Man, I don't know, Shisto, but that might be the case if ever Bicol University can't defend within these next few minutes. It's almost a game that is nearing its end again. We are nearing that 10,000 of a difference between both sides, and that's still a steep mountain that BU has to climb if they want to try to even out and even make a comeback. The hopes of a comeback, is it even possible?
Yeah, it's steep, but it's not, definitely not impossible, Arctic. As long as you have the Nexus, the game isn't over. BU, they need to come online now. They need to keep their hopes alive if they want to make the final.
UPLB gonna start rotating towards the spot side. Looks like they want in on this bottom inhibitor turret as well as an inhibitor. Let's go ahead and see if their faith will be rewarded, in which case Bicol University now currently on the defense. All 5 members are going to try as hard as they can. Looks like that's going to be Laser Prince onto Drain right there. Blur goes in. He's going to try to get Benz, but that's going to be the ultimate pop down to Benz right there. You know, Squid Ghost gets the kill on the slide. UPLB trying to balance between members. Theodore goes down. 2 members of UPLB are down. Looks like they're going to try to back away. Though Dash is the next casualty. Eminem and Benz, the only surviving members, in which case 4 members of Bicol University are up. Take note. And that could be the hope and the prayer for Bicol University right there.
Yeah, Bicol University, they're able to take down all the tanky members of UPLB, and I wonder, can UPLB go for more?
Man, oh man, that was pretty tricky right there. Eminem forced to use his ultimate on Benz earlier on in the midst of a threat of an assassination coming in from Blur. Looks like Benz and Eminem will have to back away for the meantime. Would be a bit too risky to try to linger. Take note, 4 members are still up, and SXL is gonna be respawning in just a bit.
Yeah, BU, they're holding on, and that Lucian, he doesn't shred tanks as well. The Cho'Gath is getting fairly tanky.
Looking at things right now for both sides. Bicol University, this could be the opportunity that they need to try to weigh it out.
Baron is up here. This can work with your team or against your team. This might be the final battleground. I wonder how BU. Oh, he's
Blur is going to try for something though. Oh, that is going to be a ward there over there. It's going to be the battle for Baron. This could be the final fight for Bicol University if they don't play their cards right here. Meanwhile, UPLB, if they secure this Baron, this could be the game finisher for them.
Yeah, but BU, the mid lane is shoving towards them. The minions will be knocking on the Nexus turrets. They will be forced to defend, and they see Zaya in the base. Whoa, I think this will be a catch on the Squid Ghost.
Squid Ghost forced to flash away. Meanwhile, looks like they want to try for Rain, but UPLB, with all said and done, this is the signal for them to try out for Baron.
Will this be the Baron? This is very dangerous for BU. This is a base check situation. I don't think they see this. Will they be able to contest?
Oh, Rain looks like manages to spot out that something is indeed up. Meanwhile, going to try to juke it out with Eminem. SXL tries to prolong with CC. Squid Ghost going to get the knock-up. Looks like this will be the final fight. Looks like Ben's going to get caught out. That will be the ultimate pop down to win from Eminem. Meanwhile, the rest of UPLB forced to deal with Squid Ghost right then and there. UPLB trying to find the right target. Ben's just hitting out from the back line. Slime gets the kill onto SXL. Looks like Ben's just free hitting like a god, while the rest of UPLB manages to zone out Bicol University. Only 3 members left. Looks like Ben's is not done just yet. Gonna try to go for Discrepancy. Discrepancy goes down. Blur tries to go in for Benz, but no. Looks like he'll be jumping into his potential death. Gets chased down. Eminem gets the kill. 4 members of Bicol University are down. Are they gonna go for this Baron? Looks like that will indeed be the case.
A huge double bomb stun from Eminem seals the fight for UPLB. They all clumped up in that choke point and that stun. Beautiful coming from the Zillion.
I would love to see a replay of that fight. That was absolutely
I don't think Sejuani's gonna die to Baron.
Nope, not at all.
It's too tanky, but man, that fight, that was turning point really. That could have gone in anyone's favor. And looking at this all-star, it's UPLB. They have to defend and Ben so aggressive, and he's allowed to be aggressive because that Zillion ultimate can save him if he does go down. And you see, the Zillion ultimate procs, the fight goes in BU's favor at this moment. But watch how Eminem places the bomb right at this choke point. This is massive for UPLB and practically seals him the fight.
Oh, that was a beautiful stun right there. 3-man stun onto the rest of Bicol University. And you're right, because with that stun, just locks down the rest of Bicol University as fodder and parade to Benz. Just hitting constantly able to get proper zoning from UPLB. And that was beautiful team play right there. And Eminem, definitely a key factor that allowed UPLB to win that fight.
Yeah, might that fight be the fight that sends UPLB to the final? They did secure the Baron buff off of that, and now they're beginning to set up their siege. They're waiting in the wings.
Oh, discrepancy.
Oh no.
This is not good. Is he going to overextend his boundaries? Looks like that, not just yet. We'll be going for the red buff for the meantime.
Oh, that was
scary.
playing with fire, living on the edge right there.
Oh man, it looks like Blur. They're going to try to look for it. Target. Look at how fast he's going.
He's running that Predator.
Yeah. Well, that will allow UPLB to get another Mountain Drake. That's going to make for some heavy siege. Baron plus Mountain Drake. Man, let's see just how much Bicol University can withstand this. Take note earlier, when UPLB was sieging in that lost fight towards bot lane, they didn't have Baron. Neither did they have the heavy buffs that they get from Mountain Drake as they have right now. So it's interesting just how heavy their siege potential is, given those factors of advantages for UPLB. Looks like they're going to try to get at this inhibitor.
Yeah, UPLB, they're definitely going to be able to push down these buildings, but at some point, BU, they have to pull the trigger here. They have to stop the siege.
They're pushing out towards top side. Looks like UPLB. Look at Benz, just chunks off Squid.
Oh, Blur's got...
Looks like Blur, though, going to try to run this out. Got slowed down by the Glacial Prison, and Benz is just going to take him down. This could potentially be the game. One member of Bicol University is out. Let's see how the rest, all four, could try to defend. UPLB with this heavy Baron empowered wave.
Here we go, Arctic.
Looks like discrepancy gonna get that wrong, but no, Squid Ghost will be going down from the front line. SXL might be the next casualty as he gets collabed on discrepancy. Finds himself in the middle of the fight, gets decimated by Deru. Kane only prolonging the inevitable, gets a charm out. Looks like he will manage to escape, but no, that bomb is sticking and down he goes. That will be the ace, ladies and gentlemen. UPLB looks like they're gonna finish out this game. There goes Nexus turret number 1 with this Baron empowered wave. That will be Nexus turret number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, heading to the finals against De La Salle University Das Marinas. Congratulations, University of the Philippines Los Baños. You guys are heading to the South Conference Finals.
Man, what an explosive ending to that fight. But unfortunately for BU, Blur at the end, he got caught out and forced his team into a 4v5, and just UPLB just came crashing down towards BU. There's really nothing they could do.
That was crazy. I mean, commendations to Bicol University, though. I mean, there were those brief and shining moments wherein they did show fight in them, and that they were trying to defend as hard as they can. They really wanted to hold on to that potential 1-1. But, I mean, UPLB just playing out those fights in all the right ways. And if there's one MVP, I'd definitely say Eminem being the enabler for everybody in that game, too.
Yeah, definitely.
Whew, that was crazy. But I don't know, you guys, we have quite the finals ahead for the South Conference. Congratulations once again to our 2 finalists, De La Salle University Das Marinas, as well as University of the Philippines Los Baños. Will DLSU follow in the footsteps of their sister school from the Metro West in securing a championship? Or will UPLB follow in the footsteps of UP Diliman?
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, it's 2 different stories.
Great storylines,
yeah.
really.
So, I don't know, Chiso. Before we end this, who do you think is going to take the finals for South Conference?
Oh, I can't tell because both teams look very dominant in their series. Both 2-0s, not really showing any weaknesses. And both very versatile as far as what champions they can play. So I expect the final to be very explosive.
It's going to be pretty juicy. Personal, 2 of my favorite teams from South. I mean, who knows? I'm going to have to agree with Chiso right there. I guess time will tell through the finals. But for the meantime, that concludes our stream for the day. Once again, we are Garena Casters. I'm Mark the Captain Service Fam. With me is Chisto. This is the Garena Low Collegiate League 2017 Summer Turn powered by Lenovo. Challenge what you know. We'll see you guys again tomorrow for the North Conference. But for the meantime, adios, fam. Have a good night.
UPLB on the red side.
Whoa!
Level 1!
With level 1 fight happening right off the bat. Bicol University want to slowly back away, but looks like SXL will be the first casualty, first blood. Going to UPLB.
Oh my god, CC!
2 members of Bicol University rather going down. SXL is down as well. Prison connecting heavily onto SXL. That's going to be a lot of knockouts onto the members of
Look at
Video.
Discrepancy!
Take no, Blur goes into the fight, but Slime will manage to survive. Discrepancy hitting from the back line. But is going to get converged on. Deiru and Benz are on their case. Squidle continues to chase out the AD carry, but Benz just wants to get onto the AD carry of BU. Only Rain manages to escape, and that will force Vigo University to retreat under their turret as the rest of the
trouble.
This is going to be a fight though. Looks like Blur might try for something here though. Slide goes for the Glacial Prison, does connect onto Rain. Rain forces the back away to Squidles, gets decimated. Ben's now on a rampage. They're actually managing to survive through the brilliant ultimate onto Rain right there. Blur goes in. He's going to try to get Benz, but that's going to be the ultimate pop down to Benz right there. You know, Squidles gets the kill on the slime. UPLB trying to balance between members. Deiru goes down. Two members of UPLB are down. Looks like they're going to try to back away. The dash is the next casualty. Eminem and Benz, the only surviving members, in which case 4 members of Vigo University are up. Take note of. And meanwhile, going to try to juke it out with Eminem. SXL tries to pull on with CC. Squidles going to get the knockup. Looks like this will be the final fight. Looks like Ben's going to get caught out. That will be the ultimate pop down to win from Eminem. Meanwhile, the rest of UPLB forced to deal with Squidles right then and there. UPLB trying to find the right target. Benz just hitting out from the back line. Slime gets the kill off the SXL. Looks like Benz just free hitting like a god, while the rest of UPLB manages to zone out Vigo University. Only 3 members left. Looks like Benz is not done just yet. Gonna try to go for Discrepancy. Discrepancy goes down. Blur tries to go in for Benz, but no. Looks like he'll be jumping into his potential death. Gets chased down. Eminem gets the kill for him. Here we go. Looks like Discrepancy gonna get that bomb, but no. Squidles will be going down from the front line. SXL might be the next casualty as he gets collabed on Discrepancy. Finds himself in the middle of the fight. Gets decimated by Deiru. Kane only prolonging the inevitable, gets the charm out. Looks like he will manage to escape, but no, that bomb is sticking and down he goes. That will be the ace, ladies and gentlemen. UPLB looks like they're gonna finish out this game. There goes Nexus turret number 1 with this Baron empowered wave. That will be Nexus turret number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, heading to the finals against De La Salle University Das Marinas. Congratulations, University of the Philippines Los Baños. You guys are heading to the South Conference Finals.
Man, what an explosive end.
Not enough Garena shells to buy the latest League of Legends skin? On sale now? Get shells anytime, anywhere with your Globe or Touch mobile number. Go to gamer.com.ph and sign up with your mobile number and enter the verification code you will receive via SMS. Log in and choose the game and pin you want. Check out to purchase the pin with your load or through your postpaid account and receive the pin on your phone instantly. Never miss a sale on your favorite League of Legends skins and champions with Gamer.